Hi, my name is Ines Vrcic and I'm the director of Melbourne Law Studio. One of the things that we love to do in my practice is help businesses achieve their goals, no matter their size. What we can do for startups is help you get set up, help you test your business idea in practice. Is it commercial? Is it going to be viable? And what kind of people do you need to meet and bring into your close circle to make sure that you succeed? We also provide services to existing businesses. Perhaps you're going to enter into a new commercial lease, or you need a new supply agreement or a service agreement. Don't be afraid to give us a call and ask, hey, do I actually need a lawyer for this? One of our key values at Melbourne Law Studio is transparency. So if you already have a document that you're happy with, if you bring it to us, we'll tell you whether or not we think it's good enough, or it might require some input to get it just right. Commercial and business law are wide and they're broad. So the best thing that you can do is just pick up the phone or send us an email, make an appointment with us, and in our 15-minute free consultation, we'll tell you whether or not you need legal advice or if you just need to organize a meeting with your business partner. Business and commercial law is really broad. So are the solutions that we can offer. So if you're unsure about what's going on, it's best to get in touch and we'll have a conversation about it. A lot of the time when clients come to us, they know what they want. But we as lawyers at Melbourne Law Studio know what it is that you need. In order to be legally protected, it's really important to document the agreement between parties. So for instance, if you are starting a business with your best friend, it's probably best that you write down which director is going to be responsible for which task, what the shareholding is going to be at the start, and how money is going to be divided when the business does well. When you come to us, we will have these conversations with you right from the beginning so that there are no awkward conversations later, and that if things do happen to go south, as is the case sometimes, that both parties know, or multiple parties involved in this transaction know how they've come into the business, what they've contributed, and what is their exit strategy. At Melbourne Law Studio, we offer advice to a range of businesses and also to different size businesses. So whether you're a mum and dad business, you're a small business just starting out, or you're a corporation with 100 employees, be confident that the advice that you get from us will be exactly what you need to make sure that your legal rights are protected. Irrespective of the size of your business, at Melbourne Law Studio, we can help. It's really important to remember that there's no point saving pennies for the sake of spending pounds later. When you get legal advice, what you're doing is ensuring that you are taking care of yourself, your family, and the business and the dream that you are building for yourself and your loved ones in the future. It's important to consider the impact that a business dispute can have not just on you personally and on your business, but also on your family. Sometimes clients will come to us and they're really confused about the situation that they're in. For instance, if you've been in business with 2 or 3 friends for years and it seems as though you're family, it can be actually really difficult to approach that conversation with them directly and tell them that you want out or that you're unhappy with that situation. At Melbourne Law Studio, what we do is give you a range of options in terms of how you communicate your situation and your feelings to your business partners. Now, that might require varying degrees of help from us, but that's something that we will walk you through. At Melbourne Law Studio, we consider honesty to be a two-way street. So just like we expect our clients to be honest with us about their situation and what they expect the outcome of their legal matter to be, we too are honest in return. If we think that your matter is not viable or that it's going to cost you more money to get to the end than it is to strike a commercial deal, we'll tell you that straight away. A common misconception is that lawyers are in it for themselves, and that's something that we work really hard to avoid because times are changing. One of the reasons that I started Melbourne Law Studio is to do away with the old traditional practice of money over values. That's just not who we are. So you can expect from us honesty at every single turn. If you've already spoken to a lawyer, that doesn't mean that you can't call us and ask for a second opinion. One of the things that we get quite often is people waiting until it's too late. So I know that it's difficult to pick up the phone. I know that it's difficult to share your story with someone, particularly, for instance, in a partnership dispute where you feel that you've given just as good as you've got. It can be intimidating to admit that there might potentially be a conflict in your business, and it might even be really intimidating to consider the fact that you might lose it all. But that's just not the case. And it's better to seek advice as early as possible so that we can put in the groundwork to protect you and your assets and your business interests sooner rather than later. As lawyers, we give advice on a range of topics, and it's not uncommon for people to call us after the fact. So for instance, you've got a commercial lease that you've already signed, and you probably shouldn't have done that. It doesn't mean that you can't call us and ask for advice about this document. Of course you can. What we will do is explore the options, give you advice about the situation that you're currently in, and then, if need be, give you advice about how to get out. If you haven't signed a document yet, keep in mind that whoever is pressuring you to sign doesn't have your best interests at heart. What you need to do is look out for yourself and get the right advice at the right time. If you're ever in doubt, just talk to us about it.